Hey everybody, Jeff here, Aromatics. How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. Getting over a really nasty cold. No, not the big C, just a cold. So I was just mentioning the other day, I haven't seen too many people get just randomly sick, but just after that, well, did I get sick? Yeah, Christina was too. I think I got it from her. But anyway, it was to the point of, have you ever had been sick, with the flu or a cold, where it not just affected you physically, but mentally? It just, like where it feels like your life energy is being drained, almost like a depression, but not feeling sad or anything. Just like you're out of it. You're just not yourself. That's totally how I felt for the whole week. It was not nice. So especially when things are getting busy back at work, and I had to had to keep on trucking even though I wasn't feeling like it. But anyway, I might have missed a few comments. I don't think I did, but if I did, that's probably the reason why. So sorry about that. Speaking of comments, that's what this video is actually about. This is going to be a re-review of a tobacco I did quite a while ago, and that is Low Country's Natural Virginia and Burley. So one of my commenters, and he's a presenter as well, TX Piper, was asking me if I would still smoke it now, if I still liked it, as well as if he knew if it compared at all to Cornell and Deal's Briar Fox. Now, I told him that I've never had Cornell and Deal's Briar Fox. Surprisingly, it sounds like a good blend, but no, I've never had it. So I looked it up, and the Briar Fox is a combination of Virginias and Burleys, and so is the Low Country blend as well. Now, when I looked it up, it seems like the Briar Fox is way more on the Virginia side with a little bit of Burley, whereas this is, well, let me light up, and I'll let you know what I'm tasting. Smoking in my freehand cob. Probably the same cob I think I smoked it originally in. Now, if I remember correctly, I enjoyed it back then, and I enjoy it still today. So it is a mix of just straight red Virginias and some dark Burleys. And this one, I would say it's Burley forward. The Burleys stand out a little bit more. The first thing you get is sort of a floral, airy, kind of dark bran. Yep, kind of that cereal kind of taste. And the red Virginias, if you've ever had a Virginia Burley, if they're mixed right, you can barely separate them. They mix well together. The Virginia just gives that Burley a little bit of sweetness, because dark Burley on its own can be pretty stout. It gives it that floral taste as well. And with this, you can taste a little bit of those red Virginias, which on their own come across as kind of tart, bready, cigarette-y a little bit. And that's what you get with this. Very straight, very uncased, very fresh, raw tobacco. Very reminiscent of, if you've ever had any of Daughters and Ryan tobacco. Like one of my favorites from them is the two-timer double Burley, although that has no Virginia in it. It has the same kind of vibe as this, some same characteristics. One of which is a negative, and the only negative I have with this blend is that I think being so pure and uncased as this, as you go down the bowl, same as you would if you've ever had a cigar, the further you get closer to the nub, it seems like those the ashiness and the tars seem to start to build up and get stronger. So the tobacco starts out nice and mild and fresh and floral and nutty with all those flavors, and then as it goes down, it gets a little bit stronger, a little bit deeper, to the point where sometimes if you're smoking it too fast, and even if you're not, it can get a little bit ashy, a little bit cigarette-y and strong. But I still have had bowls where I've made it all the way to the bottom and it was still enjoyable. Right to the bitter end. No, I've heard that Briar Fox also has kind of cigarette-y notes, very pure tobacco. So this might not be a replacement for Briar Fox, but I would imagine it would be maybe a decent companion. So, and being another tobacco that this might remind you of, if you like any of the Burley Virginia blends from Cornell and Deal, like Haunted Bookshop, or not Morley's Best, but any of those just straight Burley, Pegasus, then you might like this. Although those blends have a little bit of a casing and a little bit of maybe something else to just keep it from getting, like, a casing I think is what helps it, keeps that freshness, keeps it from getting too strong when it gets down to the bottom. But maybe I'm overcomplicating this. It's a good tobacco. I think it's $1.59 I think right now an ounce. It's dirt cheap. Like, you can get probably a pound of it for less than $20, and it's great straight, great Virginia Burley, and even then, if if you want to stock up on it, you can add a little Perique to it if you want. It'd be a great mixer. You could add like Orientals, all sorts of different stuff. So yeah, I definitely would recommend it for a cheaper tobacco. And if you just like those kind of Daughters and Ryans, straight up raw tasting blends, definitely check it out. It's quality tobacco for sure. Just simple. So okay. Hope you guys enjoyed my review, and thanks again, TX Piper, for commenting. And I hope hope you guys enjoyed my review. Until next time, Aromatics signing out.